Today it was a little bit chilly outside, a little bit cold, so I decided to go into the basement of the place where I live and do some training. I think there were about 6 degrees down here in the basement, but that didn't stop me to get some work done today, because a little workout is better than no workout. Today I wanted to work a little bit on acceleration and sprinting. I started with some light jogging, a little bit of rope skipping in order to warm up my calves and my ankles and my feet, doing 3 sets of this stuff to get a little bit the blood flowing through the body, and also loosening a little bit my legs, doing some dynamic stretches, I think they're called, and just going for a warm up to prepare my body for the next exercises, doing some high knee walks to reinforce some mechanics. It's always good to work on your technique and also video yourself in order to correct your mistakes in the technique. Of course, I don't know a lot about running technique, especially sprinting technique. So what I'm doing right now, it's just information I take from YouTube and try to apply it to my training and watch myself by doing these videos. A very good reason to do these videos is to keep myself in check and to also motivate myself sometimes when I don't feel like working out, and I don't know, maybe motivate some of you guys to go out and work out a little bit to get a little bit healthier, or maybe just to feel a little bit better about yourself. I continued with some forward and backward pogo jumps. I really feel that these low impact pogos really warm up my calves very well for the upcoming sprinting. Before, when I wasn't used or I didn't have any I used to not like to do warm-ups before doing sprinting, and that's my fault. I always used to get those annoying shin splints and pain in my anterior tibia region. So that was a sign for me to start strengthening my calves and also going for some extended warm-ups in this lower body area. Continued with some A skips and some fast legs. I inspired my warm-up from what I saw other pro athletes do, mostly what I've seen on Noah Lyles' YouTube channel. He won last year the gold medal in the Olympics for the 100-meter sprint, so I tried to incorporate some of his warm-up exercises in my, so to say, routine, doing some stick it exercises here, trying to plant the foot really fast into the ground, but it feels very strange when I'm doing it, because you have to really brace your core to hold a very good balance. Also, my hip mobility doesn't allow me right now to do the movement as with a big enough amplitude as I would like to. But yeah, we all have a starting point on which we can build afterwards. Also, the warm-up for a sprint, let's say sprint session, is a workout in itself for me right now at the level I am. So it feels nice to work some muscle groups which maybe have been neglected, or some small muscles which you even knew that you had them there, because they start hurting and burning at some point. After finishing the warm-up, I did some wall drills in order to improve a little bit on my technique. Maybe I could lean a little bit more forward on these drills, especially to improve the starting positions in the sprint. So the acceleration phase, I should be leaning a little bit more forward. What I'm aiming is to push really fast into the ground, do the triple extension at the ankle, knee and hip, and plant the forward leg really fast into the ground. I started first with just one switch, then I went to 2 switches, and I think I also did the 3 switches one. I did 2 or 3 sets, I think, of these wall drills. And they make me breathe heavily sometimes. It's quite intense, even if they don't look like it, because you're trying to do them with maximum intention and really put some force into the ground, which actually has some taxing effect on your muscle and your respiratory and cardiovascular system. After finishing with these drills, I wanted to do some acceleration. I set the improvised cones, so to say, 7 meters apart, and I wanted to do some kneeling starts. I think I modified the distance at around 8 meters right now. So kneeling starts, trying to lean forward and push hard on the front leg, or focusing on the first 5 to 7 steps. Doing these exercises felt really fast for me when I was doing them, but watching myself on video afterwards, I really look slow. But yeah, we'll see in the weeks and months to come if I get faster and if my form gets better, and I'll see how the progress goes. Doing these videos really helps tracking your progress, because sometimes training for months and months and feeling like there is no progress can be sometimes, let's not say depressing, but sometimes it brings you down, makes you feel bad about yourself, not seeing any progress. But watching videos and maybe tracking everything you do and quantifying, let's say, what weights you lift in the gym and what times you get while sprinting, or how far you run in a designated time, can help you see hard data that they're getting better, and not falling into the trap of thinking that you're not making any progress and nothing goes well in your training. Even though I'm not a professional athlete, I'm just training because I like it. Not training makes me feel a little bit depressed, let's say. So it kind of feels like doing drugs, going and doing some form of physical activity. Well, I think if you guys do regular activity, you maybe know what I'm talking about. After finishing with the acceleration drill, I do 2 sets of 6 10-meter sprints. I accelerate for 10 meters, stop, turn around, and again accelerate for 10 meters. It's more of a conditioning type of exercise, this one. I could be doing more, maybe 8 reps or even 10 reps, but the focus here is to try and keep the effort at a really high level for yourself, and not just going for the conditioning stimulus. You also have to have the intensity stimulus of the sprint. So when you feel like you're slowing down considerably, it's better for you to stop, have a good rest in order to refresh and replenish your energy, let's say, and then do another set instead of doing more volume with lower intensity. Better keep the intensity high and the volume a little bit lower in the beginning. Once you start to build the right adaptations in your body, you will start to increase the volume while also keeping the intensity very high. What I've read and what I've seen on YouTube, other sprinters talk about, and other people who really know stuff about the training, in this perspective, they always say it's always good to give the highest effort when you're sprinting and do recovery enough for you to be able to replicate those high intensities while sprinting. Because if you're starting to slack off and maybe go for 85%, 90%, you won't necessarily gain a lot from doing more reps at that low intensity, better fewer reps, but at 95 or above intensity for you. Yes, this is I think the second set of my 6 by 10 meters acceleration / sprint conditioning. Also nearing the end of my training session. It was not a very long training session, but the day afterwards, I felt that I trained something. So yeah, see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.